wonderful afternoon and welcome to the World News on Honor 103.5 FM. First, the headlines. Court sets date for ruling on Emefiele's $4.5 billion case. From the African scene, Somaliland swears a new president's sick international standard. On the foreign scene, US charges former Syrian prison head with torture. A business federal government intervention holds gas supply cuts. In entertainment, South African singer Tyler wins 2024 Afrobeat Artist Award. And in sports, Okolawa leads Nigeria scored for the Fenton World Cup. Now the news and details. I am Richard Echo. Let's begin with reports that the Lagos State Special Offence Court in Ikeja has set January 7, 2025 to decide on the objection raised by the former Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele. This is regarding the $4.5 billion and 2.8 billion naira fraud charges brought against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Emefiele, along with his co-defendant Henry Omoyele, is facing 26 counts filed by the EFCC before Justice Rahman Oshodi. At Thursday's hearing, Emefiele's lawyer Laliko Joe SAN argued that the court lacked territorial jurisdiction to hear the case in Lagos. He contended that the alleged offences, including abuse of office, were committed outside the jurisdiction of the Ikeja Special Offence Courts. The board of the World Bank Group is expected to meet and decide on approving a $500 million loan to Nigeria today to boost rural access and agricultural marketing in the country. The reports about the scale-up project was obtained from the website of the Washington-based institution on Thursday. It is designed to bridge the gap between rural communities and the broader marketplace, facilitating a smoother access to agricultural markets, schools and hospitals, and promoting social cohesion among rural population. The World Bank is expected to approve the loan project worth $500 million by Friday, December 13, 2024. From the African scene, Somaliland, the breakaway region of Somalia, inaugurated its new president following last month's election, which strengthened its quest for international recognition. This event occurred just a day after Somalia and Ethiopia reached an agreement in Turkey to engage in technical talks regarding a dispute arising from a deal between Somaliland and Ethiopia. Abdulrahman Mohamed Abdullahi, the president of Somaliland, stated that his new government's first job is to renew its relations with the rest of the world. This is for them to be able to create a new Somaliland that will help the security of the entire region, including the Red Sea. And from the foreign scene, a former Syrian government official has been charged with torture in the United States, as stated by authorities on Thursday. Samir Osman Alishk oversaw the Damascus Central Prison from 2005 and 2008 and was charged by a federal grand jury with several counts of torture and conspiracy to commit torture. He was arrested earlier this year at Los Angeles International Airport LAX on 2 immigration fraud charges and had purchased a one-way ticket from LAX to Beirut, Lebanon. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has met with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to discuss efforts for a smooth political transition in Syria. Erdogan told Blinken that Turkey would take preventive measures in Syria for its national security against all organizations it's deemed as terrorists. The U.S. and Turkey are NATO allies and have been backed opposition forces during the Syrian civil war, but their mutual interests diverge sharply when it comes to armed groups in the north of Syria. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the World News on Honor 103.5 FM. Kindly follow us on our social media handles at Honor 103.5 FM. You can also listen live on Radio Garden app at Honor FM Ibadan. We'll go for a break, and when we come back, we'll hit you with business, entertainment, and sports. Just stay tuned.
Music.
The generator carry feelings for we them up.
Sport. Education. Culture. Impacts. Information. Right news. Business. Entertainment. 103.5 FM.
This is the news on Honor 103.5 FM. Honor FM News, accurate, transparent, undiluted. We go deep. We bring you the news behind the news. Honor FM News. If it's new, then it's news.
You're welcome back from the break. If you're just joining us, this is the World News on Honor 103.5 FM. Don't forget to listen live on Radio Garden at Honor 103.5 FM and follow our website at www.honor1035.net. Glad to have you back. Let's now hit the business desk where, according to newsmen, the federal government had to intervene in tackling gas supply to generation companies after supplies of the product reportedly halted gas supply to Gencos due to a debt of about 2.7 trillion naira. Recall that on Thursday, wholesale gas producing companies had abruptly stopped the supply of natural gas to power generation companies for electricity production over the non-payment of debts accrued from previous supply. Also due to the Wednesday collapse of the national power grid, there was a power outage in many parts of the country. However, senior officials at the Federal Ministry of Power stated that the federal government will not allow gas supplies to throw the nation into widespread blackouts by cutting off supply. In entertainment, South African singer Tyler has emerged victorious, beating Nigerian artists like Burna Boy, Rema, Thames and Ashake to win the top Afrobeat Artist Award at the 2024 Billboard Music Awards. Tyler, who had been making waves globally with her hit track Water, outshone her Nigerian counterparts in a category often dominated by Afrobeat stars from Nigeria. Tyler's debut single, Water, catapulted her to global fame and earned her several accolades, including the inaugural Grammy Award for Best African Music Performance in February 2024. And in sport, the Nigeria Fencing Federation has announced a 7-man squad for the 2024 Men's Junior Ape Fencing World Cup, held December 14 and 15 at Charterhouse, Lagos. Leading the squad is former African cadet and national junior champion Wisdom Okolawa. A 17-year-old brings valuable experience from the 2022 African Championship, which he excelled for Nigeria. Joining him is 15-year-old Kibati Pasoya, the national school vice champion, who will make his international debut at this tournament. With that, supposed to probably end the world news this afternoon, but before we go, here's a recap of major stories. Watch a report that the court has set a date for ruling on Emefiele's $4.5 billion case. We also told you that Somaliland has sworn in its new president as its 6th international standing. And on the foreign scene, US has charged a former Syrian prison head with torture. And business, federal government's intervention has halted gas supply cuts. In entertainment, South African singer Tyler has won the 2024 Afrobeat Artist Award. And in sport, Okolawa will lead Nigeria's squad for the Fencing World Cup. For eyewitness reports, news mention, a news commercial, contact Honor FM Newsroom at 0817-675-5555 or 0913-600-1035. You can also visit our website at www.honorfm1035.net for more information. The news was compiled by Judy Dowdu and edited by Timizakwedada. Dada. I am Richard Echo. Thank you for listening. To join us at 1 for the news in Yoruba. Good afternoon.